Hello, beautiful people. And if this is your first time here, welcome to Kat's Message of the Day, where I share with you my channeled message, plus a page from the daily guidance book, and also a healing oracle card. So before I get into the message, please note that this is a collective group message and it may not resonate with you, so that's okay. Come back and visit me tomorrow where it may be more aligned with what you need to know. So let's get into it. Resentment only holds toxicity in your body. Why do you hold resentment? Is it a person, a situation, resentment of self, or even how your life has turned out so far? The definition of resentment is this: bitter indignation at being treated unfairly. And I went, what's indignation? So I better check that out. The definition of indignation is anger or annoyance provoked by what is perceived as unfair treatment. So I summed it up. Bitter anger or annoyance provoked by what you perceived as unfair treatment. I found it interesting. If you have been treated unfairly, the truth is you allowed it. Yep, right about now, I can hear those thoughts that you're having and going, that's bullshit. I didn't allow people to treat me like that, or I couldn't stop it. I'm going to absolutely stipulate that there are situations in our life at times where we don't have that ability, right? When people are treating us, but it's much more than unfairly or disrespectfully. It's in the form of abuse. That's not what I'm speaking about here, okay? I want to be really mindful and let you know that when it comes to abuse, this is not applicable. Yes, we'll hold resentment for that person, but the component where I'm saying we allow it is not applicable in that situation. I just really wanted to stipulate that because I don't want anyone watching this to go, oh, Kat's saying that I allowed so-and-so to treat me the way that they did. If you're in an abusive relationship or an abusive friendship or someone really, I'm going to use the word violated you, that's not what I am saying. I want to make sure that you perceive what I'm sharing with you the way I intended it. It's so important. So I'm going to keep moving on. I just felt that it was really important in that moment to share that you didn't go into your thoughts and perceive that I was actually treating you unfairly by what I'm sharing in this message, okay? Please note that I'm here to support you and it's not about judgment. This is purely giving you a different perspective of how to look at situations or things in your life. It's harsh what I've just shared. However, I want you to now take a moment. I want you to take a breath and hear what I'm about to say. Find a situation where you stood your ground and the situation had a different outcome. You walked away feeling empowered and may have even said, I'm proud that I spoke my truth, that I stood up for myself. I did not allow that person or situation to treat me disrespectfully or unfairly. I'm pretty sure that those of you that are watching this, when you take that time and you endeavor to go back and remember all different things that you've been through in your life, you will find at least one situation where you maybe just had enough. You're pissed off and you just went, you know what, I'm not doing this. No. And you stood your ground. And that person shifted their energy. And this is what I say by when we shift our energy and empower ourselves. And I always say, you know what? Anger is a powerful tool. People go to anger management and I go, there's stuff there that they haven't healed that's causing that's driving that anger. But what I'm saying, it's an emotion. It's like every other emotion, happy, sad. But it can be empowering, because when we're mad, when we're angry, it's amazing the strength that we have. And all of a sudden, our fears disappear. It's like, I'm not scared. No, I am going to take everything by the horns and just go for it. So anger can be an empowering tool when utilized in the right time and the right situation. I never want you to forget that. Anger is what got me through years of an abusive relationship. Because I remember saying, you're not going to beat me. And that's what enabled me to move past that and get through it. Right. So take a moment and find that situation. Most situations in life, you have the choice as to how you allow people to treat you. I'm going to say it again. Most situations in life, you have the choice as to how you allow people to treat you. When your self-worth, value, and strength is low or lack, you may be finding more people treat you unfairly or disrespectfully lately. Are you finding that people that you're having interactions with or situations, you're just going, why are people treating me like this? And I'm going, because if you're low in vibration and low in self-worth and lacking, it's a reflection of how people are treating you. So it's time to invest in you. And that resentment is actually bringing your energy down. It's toxic. It's so toxic to hold on to that, all that annoyance and anger. They used the word bitter. So I want you to take time to choose to no longer allow people to treat you that way. Be mindful. And I'm not saying come back and be really abrupt and rude and disrespectful yourself. What I'm saying is stand and go, you know what? I actually aren't grateful for the way that I've just been spoken to. I felt that she spoke to me disrespectfully. And I'm hurt. I don't appreciate that. Whatever it is that flows on from that. This is a time for you to raise the awareness of others in the way that they treat you. You have that ability. And you can do it so diplomatically that maybe that person will be grateful because they weren't even aware of their tone and the way they were treating people. So you could be their lesson. And that's maybe the perspective that you might want to come from when sharing how people are treating you. Stand up for yourself. But you can do it respectfully. Okay, let's move along to the angel guidance. What have we got? Here we go. Shine your light brightly. And page 110. So before I read this message, if you'd like to just close your eyes and take a deep breath with me, just to rebalance yourself so you can be really centered to listen to and absorb all the words that this message has for you today. When you fully express your true self, your inner light beams brightly, showing joy through laughter, song, dance, playfulness, and connection to others. Allow this part of you to come out today. Your radiance may illuminate someone else's path and provide inspiration during a period of darkness. Shine brightly today, Earth Angel. Use your light to guide another person. Thought for today. I allow my inner light to shine and express my joyful feelings through smiles, laughter, and spontaneity. I let myself dance or sing if I feel like it, knowing that my brightness uplifts and illuminates others and helps me appreciate myself. It's just what I was speaking about before, is that by you standing and saying, I feel disrespected, you more than likely are assisting someone else. And absolutely, you want to shine your light brightly today, because today's date is very pivotal in the numerology and astrology world. I'm not into that. However, the date is the 22-2-2-2. All twos. Double 2 is a power number. I know that much. Don't know much more else, but if it's something that you're interested in, maybe it's go and have a look and see what you can do today to really shift your life, because today is a power day for you to do that, manifest, set intentions. I know that much. So absolutely. And with this message coming today, brilliant. Today may be the day just for change for you. So be uplifted in your energy today, more than ever. Okay, what card have I pulled? For the first time for a while, we've got one, sorrow. What I'm getting is there are some of you that are watching that have been experiencing a fair bit of sorrow, sadness, whatever word works for you. Today is the day to shift that, but know that it's up to you to make that change. It doesn't just happen. You have to want it, and you have to want it with power and strength and commitment and passion and drive. Yeah, it's not easy. But is it easy sitting in sorrow and sadness? That's the question you need to ask yourself. If you're saying, when I'm sharing and saying, bring this into your life, do this, and use these tools, and you're just saying, oh, it's too hard, let me ask you another question. Is it hard to feel the way you do every day? Sorrow? Sadness? You have a choice. And I'm not one to enable you to stay and sit where you are. I want to be that person that can inspire you and encourage you and support you and guide you and give you tools. Step out of this sorrow. Stop buying into it. We've all, I haven't met one person yet that hasn't had some sort of trauma, pain in their life. It's up to you whether you choose that. Just as it's up to you whether you choose to hold resentment. Because guess what? That resentment, okay, that's what's coming through. That resentment's causing you this. Along with the anger, but it's ultimately coming out in the form of sorrow, sadness. You're not feeling that anger from the resentment. What you're feeling is the sadness from it. And every day for you is like humdrum. So if you're experiencing that, get out of your own way. Stop it. And if right now your thoughts are going, oh, she has no idea, she doesn't know what I'm going through. Oh, no, she doesn't know. No, I don't know what you're going through. However, I have had my own journey of sorrow. I have experienced my own journey of sorrow. But I chose years ago to move past it and release that. Because I didn't want that. And I know how hard it is to be in that space. To drag your sorry backside out of bed every day. And it's just a challenge. It's hard. I respect that it's not easy. Absolutely. But know that I come from a place of love, not judgment. This is not about judgment. I want to be there to support you in any way, shape or form. And if it means doing a little bit of harshness and kicking butt a little bit sometimes, I'm prepared to do that in the name of love and support and guidance. Absolutely. So let's move along. That came up with that card. So I have no idea what the card has to say. And even though I have had it, but I tend to just, it goes out of my thoughts. Okay, here we go. So before I read this, if you want to just close your eyes once again and just take a deep breath with me. Just to recenter yourself so you can absorb all the words from this message. Okay. All emotions, even painful ones, offer us a gift. Sometimes we don't realize how precious something is until it's gone. Yet consider that nothing is ever truly lost, for in the realm of spirit, all exists eternally. The events of this life are but a fleeting moment within our eternal reality. Through this time, your appreciation of friendship and family will deepen. Feel the unconditional love that surrounds you. On a soul level, we are all united and spiritually connected to all creation. In the palm of God's hands, we live and die, only to discover that it was all a dream. For life on earth is like a play. Everyone has their role and the roles keep changing. No one or nothing is ever lost. Even if the script says it holds and says it is. The play goes on, and every sorrow will be filled with happiness. Absolutely. Because over time, the sorrow or the trauma or the pain that you've experienced in life, as you heal, it becomes far easier to see what you can take away from that. What lesson can you take away? What did you learn more about self through that experience? There will be a lesson. It's not easy, and if it's still very raw, your pain and trauma, I absolutely respect right now is too early to find the lesson. So don't go there, but choose to heal from that. Let go of the resentment of that person, because you know the only person it's hurting is you. It's causing such toxicity in your body, in every cell of your being. And maybe externally you're watching motivational videos and you're listening maybe even to me and other people, and they're giving you all this goodness and you're going, why am I not moving forward? It's because that resentment is still so deeply ingrained in every cell of your being. It's attached to you that it's causing this toxicity. So this is absorbing goodness, the mind, but the body is not absorbing it. And we need it to be not only our mind, but our overall, in our emotional state of being, in our heart. If we don't absorb the whole goodness right through in, and I hope I'm explaining this clearly, we've got to feel it. You can hear motivational speakers and you can listen to me and great. But if you are not taking that all in and feeling it and choosing to commit to changing, you're wasting your time. And that sounds harsh. I only want for you to be the best version of you. And I hope that I have worded it in the language that resonates with you. If you are watching motivational stuff, I absolutely say all power to you and congratulations on taking the step. Well done, because that's not easy. But I want to offer you the next step is when you're hearing that information, take it further than here. Take it inward. Breathe it. Feel it. Get that excitement. And even if it means getting up and dancing and moving, do that. Because movement changes your state. Movement can energize you. If you're sitting there watching it and you're like this, you're really going to struggle. So implement it. Sit up straight. Really even move your arms. You see when I do these, because I hope that my energy flows through to you. That's part of why I do what I do. So I hope for today you take away, even if it's this much, just something. But remember, resentment causes toxicity in your body. So even if you're not feeling well and they cannot find out why, as I mentioned in a couple of videos prior, I had an experience like that. Just maybe it's something that you're holding on to that's causing the toxicity in your body and impacting your overall well-being. Look at it from a different perspective. That's all I'm asking. It's not medical advice, by the way. So please, know that you matter. You matter. You are your most valuable asset. So invest in you every day. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd be so grateful if you would like the video, subscribe to my channel, and also click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's cat's message of the day. I want to thank you for spending your time with me, as I respect that it's valuable and I'm very grateful for it. So for today, take care.